Hello once again and welcome to another one in our edition of Rock End Rock Stars. We've got a rock star for you today from Tasmania. Tameka Smith is from Key2 Property in Tasmania. Tameka, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome, Kevin. Thank you for having me.
What's the weather like in Tasmania right now?
Look, the sun is out and it's a balmy 9 degrees, so we're not complaining down here.
How good is that? What a lovely part of the world that you live in too. Tell me firstly a little bit about your company, where it's located, the environment it works in, and how many properties have you got under management?
Absolutely. So our company is coming up to 4 years old. We started it as an independent. The three directors had all worked at big brand companies, so started independent, which is great. I am just in purely property management, so the director of property management, and I work actively as a property manager in our office. Started with 0 properties, grew very quickly and signed up 495 new listings within our first 3 years of business, which is great.
That's fantastic. Now, when you say you're just the property manager, come on, that's no way to talk about it. You are the property manager.
I am the property manager and I'm supported by an amazing team of property management staff. So it's not just me.
Yeah, you're more than just the property manager, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you're the current property manager of the year for the Real Estate Institute of Australia. Is that correct?
That's correct. So I was extremely fortunate to have taken out that award. Yeah, so REIA's Property Manager of the Year.
Well, let's dig a little bit further into your business. And thank you for being one of our Rock End rock stars. Rock End, very impressed with you, of course, and delighted that you're using their platform. Tell me about your business. What sort of strategies have you got in place to continue to grow your rent roll?
Yeah, so look, 60% of our new business is by repeat and referral business. So that is our real key within our business. So it's really building those relationships and maintaining them with our current clients, so owners, landlords, trades, family, friends. So that's a big part of our prospecting is really building those relationships so that it's an absolute no-brainer for those people to refer Key2. So that's a huge part for us. Then other avenues, I suppose, of building the business is our community. We're really heavily involved with the community. We do a lot of volunteer hours. We spend a lot of time at schools. So it's being really active in our community to be seen out there, but also, to give back to the people that do business with us.
Tameka, you mentioned there, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the repeat and referral business around about 60% in your agency. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. Our property management is as 60% new business is repeat and referral.
Yeah, of course, that's the best kind of business you can get too, because it comes, with no strings attached, and also you know who you're getting as well. How do you foster that? Are you continually asking for those sorts of referrals?
Yeah, look, absolutely. Now that we've got the relationships that we've got with our clients, it's really easy to say, look, who do you know that's got a property for rent or even for sale? But a lot of time we don't even need to get to that conversation because the phone is ringing to us or someone is emailing us saying, look, this person has referred me to you, come and see me and sign our house up. So the fostering the relationships is, it's a phone conversation with us before an email. It's not an email of, I want you to do this. It's actually a phone conversation of, hi, how are you? How's your family? How's your kids? How's your dog? How's your job? How's life in general? So there's a real personal connection with all of our clients and customers that, you're nearly friends with them over opposed just being their property manager.
Given that that's the case, Tameka, do you have much pushback on fees at all? Do you struggle?
Look, no, not at all. So we're one of the most expensive in our marketplace, and one of my rules is we don't negotiate on fees. So if you want to do business with our business, you'll pay our fees. So we just don't negotiate, because then we negotiate on our service, and that's not something that I'm prepared to do in our marketplace and for our properties. So, once our owners experience that or understand why we do what we do, we very rarely get a pushback. And if we do get a pushback and they don't sign with us, 33% of what hasn't signed with us has actually come back to us at some stage because they're not getting what they're paying for elsewhere.
Do you normally follow up with those people who, if you're not successful at getting them in the first round?
Absolutely. So it's really important, if we happen to not secure someone just purely for fees, they will get a touch point once they've leased the house, then at the 6-week mark when they should be getting their first routine, then at the 3-month mark when they should be getting their next routine, and then, 90 days prior to the lease expiring to talk about lease renewals. And normally by that stage, they're ready to move over to us. So it's really important to keep those lines of communication open, because they'll be your client one day.
Okay, well, this show is all about, of course, technology, I guess, is one thing. Your Rock End is now cloud-based with Property Tree. Tell me about technology in your business. How important is it?
Yeah, so technology is really important. Obviously, to me, customer service is number one, as it should be in every property management business. But when I looked to start this business, I put a lot of research into the kind of products that I wanted to do, and Property Tree was the product that worked for me. Being cloud-based, it allowed us to be a lot more flexible, and it's gone from strength to strength over the last 3.5 years, which is brilliant. Owners love it, tenants love it, and our staff love it, which is great. Tech is really big for us, and I'm really innovative in regards to bringing new things in. So, we now have a new platform for virtual reality within our office, giving back market updates, community updates. You can now view all of our rental properties in virtual reality, full 360 immersive videos, viewing stations in the office. So, yeah, tech's really important to us and changing the way that we do property management, but you can't get away from those personal relationships.
Tell me about, you mentioned there about Property Tree and how you get great feedback from your agents and also landlords and tenants. What is it they like most about it, do you think?
That it's a really inclusive program. So, owners have got the portal so they can see at all times where things are up to on their properties and what's happening. It's got all of the automated systems, so tenants really like that there's no rude surprises. They're kept in the loop at all stages. And the flexibility for agents, there's a lot of working mums in our industry now, and property management is not a 9-to-5 job anymore. So having that flexibility of working on the road or working from home or from the coffee shop, it's gold to me.
Let's have a look at the future and maybe take a broader view. As a representative, a great representative of the industry, you obviously think about what we should be doing to improve our services all the time. What do you think are the challenges ahead for the property industry and particularly for property managers? What do you think are going to be the challenges over the next 12 months that we'll need to front?
Look, it's hard to say. It depends on what happens in the market. We're impacted by so many different things, but I think in our industry, we're our biggest problem. We forget about the customer service side of things, and we want to do things in a hurry, so it's quicker to send an email or quicker to send a text, or a lot of people are happy to drop their fees and be the cheapest and take on all of the properties. And not share knowledge, whereas to me, I'm a big believer in knowledge is power. So the more everybody in the industry knows, the better. Let's start helping and supporting each other to be better, particularly in those tricky circumstances. And I'm not a fan of dropping fees, and I bang on about it all the time, but you start dropping fees, you start dropping your service, that you can't help that. And then that obviously drops the standard within the whole industry, and it's a reflection on everybody. So it would be really great if people really backed themselves and charged accordingly and provided, that brilliant service.
Talking about technology on a personal sense now, what's the one piece of tech you wouldn't be without?
Oh, look, the one piece of tech I wouldn't be without is my phone, probably. Agents have it glued to them 24/7, but yeah. I must say I'm now in a really lucky position within my business that I've got a rock star team, as I call them, that I can actually now go on holidays and leave my phone here and not have it attached to me. But, in the working life of a property manager, your phone is your go-to piece of tech because it can pretty much do everything.
Tameka, thank you very much. Congratulations on your award too, and we really appreciate you being with us, sharing your thoughts on Rock End Rockstars. Thanks for your time.
Great, thanks, Kevin.
I'm Kevin Taylor. Watch out for our next Rock End Rockstar coming away very shortly. I'll see you then.